Hey, thanks for joining me for another edition of Huff's Having Coffee. Now, today's caffeinated content is all about pressure buildup. Now, what in the world am I talking about? Well, if you think about it, just about everything we do in life, whether it's business related, family related, or whatever, builds up pressure inside of us. And to be honest, there's some days where you just kind of feel like good old Charlie Brown. That life and the world has just knocked you for a loop. And too many of those days starts to get a little frustrating. And so what happens is when we go through life, pressure builds up inside of us. And if we don't have a good way to release that pressure, then all of a sudden we're going to blow. And we're going to pop off at somebody that we really care about and we don't really mean to, but it could happen. Let me give you a good example. One of the key ingredients in making an awesome cup of coffee is pressure. And there's got to be pressure built up in my espresso machine here to push the water through the coffee grounds and into making the espresso that goes into making the really good drink. But the problem is that pressure can build up inside of the espresso machine here. Now, if I were to take this lid and just twist it off right now, there's going to be a big mess. There's going to be water everywhere. And the reason is because there's pressure built up inside of the machine. I just made a cup of coffee just a few moments ago, and now there's pressure built up inside of here. But the good thing about this espresso machine is it's got a good way to slowly release that pressure out of the espresso machine. So you see the steam coming out here. That's the pressure from inside of the espresso machine being released through the wand. So just like that espresso machine has a really good way to slowly release pressure out from inside the machine, we've got to find a good way to slowly release pressure from inside of us as well. Now, there's all kinds of ways to release pressure in our lives. It could be walking out in nature by yourself. It could be meditating or praying or finding a good book or listening to a good podcast. Could even be putting a punching bag out in your garage and having a few episodes with that every now and then. There's good, safe ways to release pressure out of us. Now, there's your caffeinated content for the day. Now go figure out what's building up pressure in my life and what's a good, safe way to release it. Enjoy.